something else that we're doing for the first time this year. We're live streaming today. So we have a team. I don't know if they can wave. So this is Nico Bustamante over here. He's a 6th grader. Behind the scenes, Aiden and Norn, you guys. So this is Liz Hanshi over here. She'll be on another camera. We have Nor Soar somewhere. There he is. There's Nor. And we have Aiden McNaughton. Where's Aiden? Is he there? Aiden's there, being shy. He wants to be behind the camera, not in front of it. And then we have Bonnie Lynch, who's actually behind the scenes. She's back here. Bonnie, you want to come wave? Come wave, Bonnie. They can't see that. But Bonnie's actually working the computer and switching between the different cameras. So there she was. All right, good. So those are 6th graders that will be live streaming today. If you have people that were not able to be with us, grandmas, granddads, relatives, the link for the live stream, that will be starting, I think they might be live right now, but they will be live streaming starting when the promotion starts, and the link is on our Facebook page, on our Instagram page, and we sent it out via text and email yesterday. So if you want to forward that to someone so that they can be here virtually, that would be great. A couple other logistics. I know there's a lot. Cantrell Photography is the photography studio that does all of our school pictures. Cantrell Photography is here. Ladies, can you wave to the group? What will happen with Cantrell is when your child actually crosses the stage, they will stop and take a professional photo of your child. And then that proof will be sent to you in the mail. And then from that point, you can choose whether you want to order it or not. And that is a wonderful service that Cantrell does for us. The other thing is when it's time to start the program, if you could be considerate of others behind you in regards to filming and digital devices, please make sure you're not blocking people's way that are sitting behind you. We do invite you when it's your turn. They're going to cross the stage alphabetically. So when you know that your child is coming up, you're welcome to come up here, and there's a little stop sign from kinder to years that's right here in the middle, painted on the floor. You can come right on up, and you can take a picture right here, and then go right back to your seat. So when it's alphabetical, if you want to come up and do that, you're welcome to, or you can stand right next to Cantrell and get a picture when she's taking it. But please make sure that you kind of stay away from her area. She's going to be right here on the side, but you are welcome to come up when your child is crossing the stage. Other than that, I think those are all the logistics. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Thanks again for being here. All right, good morning, everyone. Can everyone see the drone? Can you wave to the drone? Woohoo! Wave to the drone. Thank you. We'll make sure that you're part of our video as well. Welcome to Beechwood's promotion ceremony for our class of 2019. It has been our absolute honor and privilege to work with these students throughout the year. So many of them started their school career right here in this very playground as kindergartners so many years ago. And for them, it seems like they've been here forever, but for you, it seems like it was a blink of an eye. And so we are so thankful that you are here today to help us honor these students as they move on to their high schools of choice. We are so proud of each of them for investigating their passions and finding out what their interests are and making choices in high school that will take them further in those areas. I would like to introduce a couple of our distinguished guests today. Here we have Mrs. Beverly Berryman. She's one of our Board of Trustees. We also have Mr. Minor Duncan, who is from the Fullerton Rotary. He's also a retired principal from the Fullerton School District and a retired board member from the Fullerton School District and very active in our community. We have Dr. Robert Pleka, our superintendent. We have Mr. Jason Lee, our academic counselor, who has added so much to our school this year. And of course, my right-hand person, I call her my work wife, Mrs. Hannah Lim, our assistant principal. Next, I'd like to invite Vaishali Gupta up to the stage to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Sure, please stand. Okay, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
We want to remind you what your students look like as third graders. So our third graders are coming in right now with a special performance for you. Do you remember when your children were this little? I always found it funny when my second child was born and I took out all of the hand-me-downs from my first, and I would take out the little onesies and think, how was he ever this small, right? So our third graders this year did a performance that was so moving at Flagpole that they've traveled around the community sharing it with other people as well. So they shared this song at a community tour that came to Beechwood, where we had a lot of different Fullerton community members come and see our school, and they performed for them. They also walked over to Park Vista, which is the retirement home across the street, and performed for them a number of songs that they had learned throughout this year. But this song particularly is something we want to leave with our middle school students because it reminds them that they are a unique and special individual and that they need to always remember who they are and be exactly who they were intended to be. Thank you, third grade. That was amazing. I enjoyed it every time you sang it this year, and every time you sang it, you brought tears to my eyes, because it just reminds me so much of what we try and do here at Beechwood in terms of equipping, enriching, and empowering our students to be exactly who they want to be. So thank you, third grade. We're so proud of you for sharing with us today and with the community. Next up, we have a graduation speech, a promotion speech from Mrs. Sydney Rosas. Miss Sydney Rosas.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sydney Rosas. Like many in this graduating class, we have been students at Beechwood for 10 years. We walked on this campus for 10 years. We've known our teachers for 10 years. And we've been faithful Bobcats for 10 years. To some, it may not seem like such a long time, but to us, this has been our entire life. This is all we've ever known. As this chapter of our lives comes to a close, we look forward to high school. But to be honest, we're all pretty terrified. All the high school movies I've seen have set some pretty crazy expectations for the next few years to come. But in a year, we will have faced these obstacles and overcome them as a true Bobcat because of everything we've learned in our time here at Beechwood. There's no telling what time has in store. To me, the students at Beechwood have become my second family. Why? Because we've all grown together, whether we've been here for 10 years or just one. Each and every one of us is unique. But what makes us the same is that we will forever be Bobcats. I will never forget standing on this very stage, graduating as a Bob Kitten, or the third grade musical, a long, 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 long time ago, or going away for the first time on the fifth grade boat trip and not getting any sleep, or our favorite teachers, Mr. Rivera and his funny stories, Miss Stenton and watching Cornelia see mice during class, Miss Barr and our love for math. Who could ever love math that much? We also have Miss Bustamante and learning about a ton of dead artists, Mr. Choi and beating him in basketball, Mr. Reed and teaching him how to do all the latest dance moves, Miss Sunny and all the random and very funny history videos we created, Mr. Korth, who somehow managed to make us lazy people care about athletics, or Miss A's, who somehow turned a class of tone-deaf students into musicians. We will never forget all the amazing contributions you have made in our lives. In just a few months, though, that's going to change. We will join a larger group of kids, and slowly, these family bonds we created will slowly start to fade. Of course, newer bonds will be created, and who knows, maybe some won't dwindle at all. But these memories may be the last we have together, and it's these memories that are most important. Not too long ago, we had to write a poem for Mr. Reed's class, I Hear Beechwood Singing. The poem was about the different songs everyone here sings as part of a whole. It kind of reminds me of another song we sing here at Beechwood. You all know the song, and how we all sing the song together. Soon, we will have other songs to sing, but the Beechwood song will forever be in our hearts and will define us. We may not be together physically, but we will still sing together, and that's all that matters. Our job is to never forget the words of the song because of the meaning behind the words. And as the saying goes, once a Bobcat, always a Bobcat. Thank you.
Wow, it's so much fun to send on such articulate, amazing young people to our high schools. Next, I'd like to invite Hannah Lim up for our National Junior Honor Society recognition.
All right, good morning. It is my honor to introduce our National Junior Honor Society members. In order to become part of this, all students had a minimum grade point average of 3.5, no N's or U's on the report cards, and at least 15 hours of community service. So with that, I would love to introduce them. Okay, here we go. Hannah Bagger, Joshua Bellari, Laura Brandeis, Maya Bulan, Julia Bustamante, Declan Campbell, Ava Carrington, Cindy Choi, Lauren Chan, Haley Diaz, Audrey Edwards, Micah Fosmark, Carissa Francisco, Sophia Galvan, Olivia Garza, Devin Glass, Sophia Gomez, Vishali Gupta, Jackson Hale, Olivia Haptenstall, McKenna Henkhaus, Dylan Heron, Jeremy Hong, Abby Hong, Lily Huff, Eric Joe, Ricky Huang, Zoe Camizolas, Clara Kim, Kaylee Korth, Nadia Kajanro, Layla Langrell, Kyra Lee, Yuna Lee, Jack McMacken, Lily McWaters, Catherine Nakahira, Bella Oliver, Elise Ong, John Park, Augusta Pasalakwa, Arushi Patel, Janae Pease, Havana Pennington, Avani Pukane, Anusha Puri, Josiah Reed, Justin Richardson, Sydney Rosas, Sophia Reilersdam, Katie Schnableger, Angela Saw, Ruth Simon, Olivia Stevenson, Jacob Santo Domingo, Nubia Taylor, Bryce Tran, Shantia Vartanian, Daniel Wang, Anderson White, Brooke Wilhite, Sawyer Wilkes, Haley Wan, Camden Wright, Emmett Young, and Ellie Zener. Okay, now with all our National Junior Honor Society members up here, we will all say the pledge together. Okay, ready? Begin. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Junior Honor Society. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school and will maintain and encourage high standards of the following ideals: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Congratulations, thank you. Okay, members, you may now take your seat. And now I'd like to introduce Mr. Jason Lee, our academic advisor, to go over the Presidential Award.
Good morning, parents and families. It's been a true privilege of mine as I end my first year here at Beechwood. It's been a true honor to see all of your students grow, to seek and know their aspirations, and it's an honor of mine to recognize our Presidential Award recipients today. And these are students who have had a cumulative GPA of a 4.0 with no N's or U's on the report card. And students, if I could have you guys come up to the stage to be pinned by Mrs. Graham and Mrs. Lim. First student goes to Laura Brandeis, Maya Boulon, Audrey Edwards, Micah Fossmark, Carissa Francisco. Vashali Gupta. Olivia Happenstall. Katina Camisolas. Catherine Nakahira. John Park. Arushi Patel. Avani Pakani. Ruth Simon. And Brooke Wilhite. Once again, let's give them a big round of applause.
All right, can we give them one big round of applause? Congratulations, students. You may find your seats. Next, I'd like to invite Mr. Minor Duncan up to give some awards from the Rotary.
Good morning. I'm representing the Rotary Club of Fullerton, and it's my honor and privilege to present the Outstanding Student Awards. Before I start with the presentations, I want to share a few things about Rotary. For more than 110 years, Rotary has bridged cultures and connected continents and to champion peace, literacy, poverty, promote clean water and sanitation, and fight disease. There are Rotary clubs in over 160 countries. And besides our many local goals and programs, our international goal is to stamp out polio in the entire world. Polio is a vaccine-preventable disease that paralyzes children in parts of our world today. And since 1985, Rotary's international efforts, coordinated with the private sector, has reduced polio cases from 350,000 to 37 worldwide. These efforts have protected over 2.5 billion children from this devastating disease. It's a continuous battle because the spread of disease can start, all they need to do is have a boat ride over here or a flight, and if someone had not been inoculated, we could have it start all over here too. Rotary is also a great supporter of student achievement in the city of Fullerton. For more than 40 years, Rotary has been recognizing outstanding junior high students as they move on to high school. The two students today are being honored with the Rotary Outstanding Student Awards because their teachers and staff identified them as exemplifying these following qualities: high scholastic achievement, integrity, initiative, leadership skills, participation in school activities, compassion, and being good all-around individuals. It's my honor to present the awards to Julia Bustamante, and Jeremy Hong.
a picture of the three of you. Julia, we're going to take a picture with you right here. So we're going to put Mr. Duncan in the middle and one of you on each side. We're going to make sure that we get a picture. Good. Thank you. Congratulations, students. All right, next we are going to be honoring. Hello, hello. Next, we're going to be honoring our students with a presentation of diplomas. Again, they're going to be coming up alphabetically. Cantrell Photography is here. They're going to be taking a photo of your child as they cross the stage. When your child crosses the stage, you are welcome to come up and take a picture right here in the front and then quickly go back to your seat. Please be aware of the live streaming cameras around so that we don't step right in front of them as well. Thank you.
All right, here you go. Holden Anderson. John Attilano. Hannah Bagger. Joshua Bellari. John Bedell. Christopher Bedoya. Laura Brandeis. Maya Bulan. Julia Bustamante. Declan Campbell. Ava Carrington. Cindy Choi. Lauren Chan. Katrina Cooper. Evelyn Corona. Penelope De La Cruz. Julia De Leon. Haley Diaz. Audrey Edwards. Catherine Edwards. Andrew Escobedo. Micah Fosmark. Carissa Francisco. Sophia Galvan. Olivia Garza. Devin Glass. Sophia Gomez. Matthew Gonzalez. Vishali Gupta. Jackson Hale. Evan Hansen. Olivia Haptenstall. McKenna Hankhouse. Mary Hernandez. Dylan Heron. Jeremy Hong. Abby Hong. Lily Huff. Eric Joe. Ricky Huang. Zoe Camizolas. Clara Kim. Kaylee Korth. Nadia Kajanro. Layla Langrel. Kyra Lee. Yuna Lee. Tegan Lunsford. Riley Maki. Ryan Marks. Javon McCovery. Jack McMacken. Lily McWaters. Catherine Nakahira. Haley O. Talon Okert. Bella Oliver. Elise Ong. Christopher Osborne. John Park. Augusta Pasalacqua. Arushi Patel. Janae Pease. Havana Pennington. Isaiah Perez. Avani Picane. Andy Pineda. Anusha Puri. Josiah Reed. Justin Richardson. Noah Ron Anguiano. Sydney Rosas. Roman Ruedas. Sophia Reilersdam. Katie Schnallbleger. Angela Shaw. Ruth Simon. Jude Smith. Olivia Stevenson. Jacob Santo Domingo. Nubia Taylor. Joshua Taylor. Cole Thompson. Bryce Tran. Zion Tran. Ryan Trejo. Congratulations. Jalen Valdez. True Valencia. Shantia Vartanian. Daniel Wang. Anderson White. Jeremiah White. Brooke Wilhite. Sawyer Wilkes. Haley Wan. Camden Wright. Emmett Young. David Zelli. Ellie Zener.
For our closing comments, I'd like to invite our ASB President, Cole Thompson, to the stage.
Is it on? Is it on?
Yes, but it needs to be louder.
No, well, she's just going to turn it up for you. Talk slowly.
Hello? Oh, yeah, it works. It works. Okay. Beechwood Bobcat class of 2019. Where has this year gone? We've been here for a long time. And we've made it. High school is our next journey. It's been quite an adventure, and then for many of us, we've been at Beechwood since kindergarten. We've been together to learn to write our names, add, subtract, multiply, and write. We made amazing reindeer sweatshirts, did a 3-piggy opera in first grade, did our heritage projects, studied the Gabrielinos in third grade, did the third grade musical, learned the square dance, made covered wagons, the Gold Rush play, And we even went on the overnight boat trip in 6th grade, into the night watch, and so much more. And then we went into middle school, and that's when all the drama began. 6th grade brought us drama, more independence, and lots more homework. Then on to 7th grade and 8th grade. Multiple classes, more responsibility, our college tours, and DC for some of us. Our friendships grow, and we begin to learn about friendship, true friendship, and who we are as individuals. We begin to grow close bonds with our teachers and others around us. In middle school, our teachers work hard to prepare us for high school. Our parents work us to also prepare us for high school, and we're going to take more responsibility for ourselves and our schoolwork. On behalf of all of the 8th grade class, I would like to thank each and every teacher and the classroom aides who have been a part of our academic journey, who have helped us, listened to us, cared about us, and molded us into the students who we are today. For middle school, thank you, Mrs. Stanton, for making science class something to look forward to, for being encouraging and bringing out the best in your students, and for being steadfast in your dedication to teaching. Mrs. Barr, thank you for always being a bright part of each day, for willing to take time out of your own day to help us excel, and for showing us how to look through the lens through a camera. Mr. Rivera, thank you for your stories, for being a comedic genius, for scaring us, and for truly being an amazing teacher. We know you say you'll forget us, but we won't forget you. Mr. Korth, thank you for turning PE from a dreaded class into something we looked forward to. You made us all want to become healthy and fit. You made it fun because you mixed it up. And Mr. Reed, thank you for bringing art and literature to life. Thank you for your entertaining spirit and for introducing us for a generation of people who play music on our phones and Spotify to vinyl and CDs. Mrs. Sunny, thank you for making history fun, which I didn't know was possible. And for your positive attitude, for being easy to talk to, and for teaching us that the past does shape the future. And Mrs. Bustamante, gracias por enseñarnos sobre diferentes culturas y cómo hablar hebreo idioma del español. And if I butchered that, please accept my apology. I tried my best. Thank you for caring about us like your own and for helping us grow to prepare for the real world. Mrs. Graham and Mrs. Lim, thank you for leading our school and making Beechwood the best school ever. Mr. Lee and Mrs. Mitchell, thank you for listening to us and guiding us through our problems when we couldn't face them alone. To all the office staff, the playground supervisors, the custodians, and our crossing guard, thank you for always being there for whatever we needed and making our school such a nice place to be. To our parents, grandparents, and families, thank you for supporting us, for being our room parents, for bringing snacks and supplies and food for our parties, for watching us in our class performances, for coming to our awards, for going on field trips, for helping us out with our homework, and driving us all over the place and just giving up your time for us, and for always cheering us on. We love you. And as our time at Beechwood ends, I know we leave prepared for high school. We will go to different schools and seek different paths, but the bonds we've made here, the friendships, and the memories that we made will be with us always. Thank you, 8th grade class, for being friends who now feel like family. We are a different and diverse class who accept each other as we are and can be ourselves around one another. As I look at all of you, I see so many years of memories, fun times, struggles, and friendship. I know I am a better person because of all of you. With mistakes come knowledge, and I can say I have gained a lot of knowledge. And I hope as we leave Beechwood and go forward, we hold on to the values we have developed here and the friendships we've made. I hope the high school years bring each of us all of our dreams to our futures. It's been amazing. The world is ours, our dreams are ours, and never let anyone tell you that you can't do what you want to do. So follow your dreams, and you can also follow me on Instagram at Uncle Thompson. Thank you.
All right. 8th graders, will you please stand for your very last Bobcat song? Because we are so proud of you. We know that you're going to go on to do amazing things, and we hope that you will come back and share all of those things with us so that we can celebrate with you in your bright futures. Parents, we are going to have a processional parade going out, so please stay seated until all of the graduates or promoted 8th graders have exited the playground. So please stay seated the whole time. They're going to go all the way out into the quad area, and then you can meet up with them there. I know that many of you would like to check out your children and go spend some time as a family. There's going to be a checkout table where you can sign your child out, but you'll also need to go there to pick up your actual graduation promotion certificate. One other thing that's happening in the certificate this year is we have another promotion certificate in here that has to do with our Pathfinder program. So every student this year has gone through the process of trying to figure out what are the things that they love to do, what are some of the careers they might be interested in, what are some of the colleges that they are interested in. So there'll be another certificate in here that goes through all their findings from all of those assessments and that work this year. So you'll really want to check that out because it's really interesting to see what your child thinks about their future. So with that, thank you parents for everything you've done to invest in our school. We are so proud of this graduating class. And with that, let's give them a round of applause. Students, and we hope you have a fantastic time in high school. Congratulations. Have a great day.